The guy brought the substance.
Substance.
Yes. In fact, the guy didn't tell me the side effect of it. He didn't tell me the side effect of the drugs.
And you know answer.
So I had like 3 days flat without sleeping. Yes, 3 days.
With the
like
help
3
of
days.
that substance.
With the help of the
Just that
substance.
once you took it.
Yes, like I can see an orange color. It's like it's attacking me. Want to like it's like it's irritating. Some like is attacking.
Posing
me.
a threat
It's
to
causing a
you.
threat to me.
All right, people. Thank you so much for keeping it real with us. And once again, welcome to another enthralling edition. Interesting, fantastic, educative, informative, and not to forget, entertaining episode of Truth Be Told, a podcast where we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us God. You know, yes, they say substance abuse, they say, is a psychoactive use of excessive drugs, be it pain medicine, alcohol, or illegal substances. And this leaves you with a physical, mental, or emotional harm at the end of it. That is why we always say, if you're not good for your health, may you quit. You understand me? Yes, we can take off at the same time, but trust me, we will never arrive at the same time. That is the story we have in our hands today, ladies and gentlemen. To bring you someone who's been through the journey of addiction, survived it, and is ready to share his story. So that you, when they watch me so, you know go say they not tell you. Not everybody they survive ammo. A lot of people went into it and they never recovered. But thanks to God, for some very interesting reason, this man has got a second chance. Of course, you know I don't do this alone. I am always accompanied by very beautiful ladies. Yeah, I'm blessed amongst women. Even though some of them I'm not really safe around them. But then again, yeah. I'm here on my very immediate right, the very beautiful Lizzie. Yeah, she came out today sleeveless, trying to see whether they can tempt the son of man. But then again, what God cannot do.
Does not exist.
Yeah, we don't fall for things like this
Fact
anymore.
that you open your mouth and respond. Why would you respond? Based on where he's coming from.
I'm just used to the slogan. Sorry.
Yeah, you today.
Lizzie, how are you?
I'm okay.
You're
I'm
welcome,
fine.
yeah?
I would ignore.
Good,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Okay, and so by my very distance, right, very far from me, like I always wanted to be.
On purpose.
Yeah, it's on purpose. Yeah, because I can't stand some people. Yeah, her name is Judith. Yeah, I think I mentioned her name more beautiful than she is. Judith.
Listen.
I think they do this one. Okay, so our guest today is a video director, a creative mastermind, a man who's done a lot of. He sees beyond your explanation. Yeah, when you try to tell him, I have this video I want to shoot, you explain yourself, you say, no worries, say less, and trust me to do justice to explaining your vision with pictures. You know, so this is somebody I've known for a while. Yeah, when I say for a while, in 2020 exactly, my show, just before Corona, this guy was the official photographer. No, videographer. You know what that means? You're trusting your whole yearly work with somebody to capture it, believing that the person will tell the story exactly the way you want them. You know, when you do a show and the story no come on well, then they repair them. Oh. Yeah, you cannot go and redo the show and say, but since that show no work, more video this one. So that is how much people they trust this guy with their project. You know, so it's somebody you must have seen, maybe a name on some project. Yeah. You know, some people where they are Abuja don't see him physically because it was like the flavor of videographer. They do hair like flavor, if yellow like flavor top and small. That's just the difference with that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Cliff Direct.
Thank you.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm very fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure you are very fine?
I'm very fine.
Even guess collect.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Because
fine.
these days, anybody ask Cliff if you are fine, you ask her 2 times. So because the first one phenomena. So you have to double sure that Cliff is fine these days. You are welcome, my brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, it's really good to know that you are fine.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, good to know you are fine. Yeah, because what you're about to explain is an experience, so we might not necessarily be cutting into it the way we like. But then again, we would interject, we would ask you a few questions on, as you dey go. So maybe you start by introducing yourself, tell people what you do, even though I think I did that a little, but definitely I cannot tell a man better than a man. So tell people what you do and how far you went before you deviate. And we're hoping that you'll be back to continue your very sweet journey in videography.
Anyway, my name is Cliff Direct. I never knew I was going to be a director. It happened by accident. Yes, it happened by accident because while we were brought up as kids, and then there is no parents, there was no hope for any future. So all of us were just surviving. We just wanted to survive in the streets. We just lay our hands on what we can just survive. We're just survival. There was nothing like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a lawyer. There wasn't anything like that. So we got into the street, and then got so kind. I bumped into a location, and then I was given a tax. That was how I became a director. It cut the whole story short. So when I started doing very fine, I started looking up to big directors. Wanted to also be like them. Few years on the go, I became one of the best in Abuja. I had a massive studio, a lot of cameras, a lot of gears, a lot of everything, set, in fact, a lot of anything about multimedia. I have it. Like you just mention them, I got them. Yes, that's cutting the whole story short.
So I think the word now is you had them.
I had them.
Like a past tense now.
Yes, it's like the pastor's boss. I don't want it to sound
But
like
the one
that.
thing you still have now is the work.
Yes,
The skill
yes,
and
You still sabi
experience.
your thing.
yes, because the truth is that those things are, should I say they are material stuff
Yes.
that can be gotten. But if there is no life, you can't get them. So because I want to say that this is like a phase of a life for me. Because maybe God wanted to take me to somewhere, but He say with this your experience, if I take you there, if it crash, and it will be more disastrous. So let's divert it a bit. And
Yeah.
maybe there is I know there is maybe a bigger plan for what has happened to me. At least look at me now. People getting to learn from my
Experience.
past. In fact, I can't remember when last I got an interview like this. I'm always at work, now. But with this platform, people will be able to learn from my mistakes and the things that have happened to me.
Yeah.
So everything that happened in this life has a reason. There are reasons for it.
Okay. So let's begin. Let's begin. Like you already established that this guy was a fantastic director. He don't turn and say in the guest studio. Nobody say tell I know. So if I give am work do 2020 just before Corona, me say get studio. I know give person camera work do we not get now. I mean one get the camera. So and it's always easier to patronize people with cameras because if you give the one with sabi we no get camera, he go begin give you list. Oga will go hire the Mark 4. We get 32 terabytes. Those people are always giving stress. So you always want to work people where they ready.
Yeah.
And this guy was one
Fully
of them.
equipped.
As far as this Abuja they concerned.
That's true.
So I gave you work to do. So that tells the story. You get boys, you get this. So at what point, waiting happen? Tell us waiting happen.
How did
What
it start?
year? Yes, how did this whole thing derail your speed? How did it happen?
Along my journey as a video director, I I had challenges that they were a blessing. The challenges were a blessing because I now started having a lot of jobs. Like jobs was coming from. In fact, I even traveled outside the country to shoot movies. I'm telling you how far my craft or my talent has taken me to, both home and abroad. I shoot videos and all. So I discovered that the work has now overwhelmed me in the sense of like just like when you know your capacity is 2, you are not taking like 3.
Pressure.
So yes, in fact, I at some point I had somebody said, Cliff, I will wait for you to finish that job. When you come back, we'll do it. So that I had people who were ready to wait for me, to finish
So
up what
at
I
the
was
point now
doing.
you they determine when people go collect work,
Yes.
they were ready to wait for
You are
you.
ready to wait, yes. In fact, I had this one while I was out of Nigeria. In fact, they said, Cleve, don't worry, we're waiting for you, but we don't have time. Just finish and go. I said, no, why just use someone else? That's, I'm telling you, the kind of grace that I had when I was shooting. And with the relationship I had with people, I had this very cordial relationship. I'm a very jovial person. The way I talk to them, most time I don't even look at money. For the production, I like, let's swing into action because I already have equipment. So they just shoot at the end of the day. So then with that, I started having boys. I started training for free. Like, I started giving back to society. Like, a lot of boys on the street, I would take them off and then teach them photography, teach them video. Most of them might be married now. Like, the ones I taught, they are married now with
I
kids.
remember one of your boys, Lagos, now they call Shrine.
Yes, yes.
Short one.
Yes. One is IG2, yes. So, and then I was able to now bring in people to now make Clip Direct now like a company, which was now Made City Studio. So I now had a lot of
Made City Studio.
Made City Studio, yes. And I had a lot of people, a lot of boys, like very choke. I trained them morning and night so that I can now delegate the jobs for them. Because since some people are now calling for not just music video, but they're calling for like live events, since we now needed more hands, so I need to train them so they can also know and then put food on their own table too. So now, as a journey proceeds, of course, for every human being in life, you must have this somebody that you always confide in.
Your guy.
Like your guy, In fact,
Who is your guy?
Yes, like you can tell all secret and all. So the guy will always come to my office, will be like, "Clive, we too do." Like, in fact, that at some point, if I buy equipment, I want to expose it, like I want to advertise it, like, I have this one available now in my office. Like, don't do it, don't be sending this equipment. You are stressing yourself. I'm saying, but if I didn't put it out there, how will people know that I have it?
Yeah.
That was what the guy was now. I was like, bros, I don't understand you. What do you mean? So I shouldn't put this out to people to know that it's available for them to make use of it. Because I'm not buying it for myself, I'm buying it for the public too.
Yes.
So one day I told the guy, bros, I have issue. Stress one kill me, you get. I think the best advice that the guy would have given me was take a leave from your work.
Go rest.
Go rest. Even though it's 1 month, safe. Talk to your client, tell them that you're off. Because most people, after the video, they want to see their work and everything, they want the delivery.
So you were always physical, you were always present.
I was always present. I was stretching myself. Like, in fact, that's at some point I can shoot a music video today. I'll edit it that night, overnight. The next day is out.
Wow.
That is the kind of energy that I have when it comes to the job. So now my delivery, my energy in delivery was what fetched me trust from people. You get,
which is usual in every business.
yes. In fact, at some point I would tell them 2 weeks. Then the next thing is a video is dropping on that timeline the next 2 days. Cliff, what happened? They said 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I said, no, I've been doing magic. So, so like that. So that aided me in marketing. But that was what I used in my marketing actually.
Yeah.
Delivery, clip delivers and everything. And then my craft in it. So the guy said, don't worry, that is something I'm going to give to you.
So he will give you small thing.
He will give me something.
So will help you.
That will assist me.
Shut down. Shut down. Though?
The story changed. Jesus Christ. Yes, the story changed. And the funny part is that somebody who has an issue is looking for solution. When somebody tells you something, especially from your friend, you can easily accept it.
Yeah.
Because of course I'm stressed and I need to deliver more job. And my boys, I don't want to entrust them with the post-production. So I needed to be sure that this is perfected by me. Yes,
and your clients
Like
trust
when you get a restaurant, people like your food.
Your food,
so
yes.
You see now you must cook.
Calm.
People
Yes.
help you do
Yeah,
ingredients.
yeah.
So now you go cook calm.
But
It's normal.
at some point, there are some boys that I trained. When I asked them to do post-production for me and it's done, when I watched it, I won't be satisfied. I have to re-edit it again. I don't know. I just have issues with,
It's
with
not
them.
up to par.
Yeah, it's not up
That
to
master's touch.
Yeah.
Yes, that there is always this uniqueness. So it's like as a human being, God has created you with uniqueness. So and that uniqueness is sellable. People gets to buy it and all. So and I found that in me actually. So now the guy brought the substance.
Substance.
Yes, the substance. So he now showed me, he taught me how to make use of it. And then he did use it first. And then he gave it to me and I took it. So when I took it, I felt a relief from the stress.
Obviously, no.
Work.
Yes.
Obviously.
Relax.
It's just like you are feeling headache, all right? There is Panadol. You take it and it relieves you from the headache, right? But now the headache is gone. So will you say take Panadol again?
No, now till the next headache comes.
Yes, yes, the next headache comes, right? But now, I now discover that, in fact, the guy didn't tell me the side effect of it. He didn't tell me the side effect of the drugs.
And you know, Asa.
I mean, I didn't ask me. I just wanted
Somebody
to
that's
ease
feeling
myself.
relieved.
Yes. So now, I took it the first day, and I didn't sleep that night. Like throughout the night, I didn't sleep. My eye was just very open. I was looking at my system like this, like that. So I had like 3 days flat without sleeping. Yes, 3 days.
The
Like
help
3
of
days.
that substance.
With the help of the
Just that
substance.
once you took it.
Yes. So I walked marathon. Like I did a marathon walk for day and night. 3 days, no sleeping. And no food. I discovered I wasn't having appetite. So I lost myself. I lost something. There's something I lost. But I not used it to work. Actually,
performing.
yeah, I was performing.
And that's
actually.
what you wanted.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Because I need to then push out and
Yeah.
then deliver and stuff. Then within that week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks after that time, I started having glitches, my eye. Because now I'm not sleeping. So because yes, I'm not sleeping. So lack of sleep now
It's causing
started
a-
affecting me. So when I see a black shade, it looks like a gray shade. If I see a white color, it looks like a red color. So now color started attacking me. I started having color conflicts. Like I can see an orange color. It's like it's attacking me. It's like it's irritating. Some like is attacking
Posing
me.
a threat
It's
to
causing a
you.
threat to me. You get-
Colors.
Yes, colors. Yes, and now that will now affect my post production.
You call the mistings.
Yes, couldn't mix things because
So person go use white motor to shoot video, you will go put red.
yes. This one is no matter of black and white. Oh. Like this one means now mix the color, like the color grading now. So I now so the color template start
Which is very important in your line of business.
in my line of business because I don't joke with colors. Like I make sure the video pop out very clean, and then I was not having issues with that. So now I discovered that, okay, but you need to rest your head, sleep, maybe your eye because your eye is not deceiving you. So you need to rest the eye, which you use as a vision to see those colors. So I tried it, it didn't work. I tried it, it didn't work. It didn't work out for me. So at that moment, I discovered that something was wrong, but I didn't know it was the effect of the substance. I didn't know yet.
And at this point, you still dey take.
I still
Yeah,
take.
right.
I was still taking.
You're still taking it consistently.
Yes. So now I was already soaked into the work. I'm soaked. Like when somebody is soaked, properly soaked, like I don't care any longer. In fact, I don't even care about myself. So what I care is I care about the work and the people I need to deliver the work.
Yeah, because that substance be they make you believe say now you dey perform.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
you don't know say you dey do
all
wrong.
these
business.
were
Yes.
your nonsense. So all your deliveries
Yes.
were just
They
they're
mix
not
green on top of yellow.
Yes. So I sent a video to one artist like that. After I mixed the color finish, I said maybe he might see it correctly. Maybe you get. So it was like, Cliff, is it you that did this video? Is it you that edited this video? I said yes. What happened? She knows I doesn't like it. I like
that's true.
Something
That's
where you finish
strange.
work.
me feeling me.
Cliff
Like I was
direct.
like, oh, So I watched the video again. I edited it. I sent that video for like 5 to 6 times. She didn't like
Which
the
has
video.
never happened in your
Yes.
line of business.
And for your eye, the thing they enter.
It dey enter. So at that point, I was already going down because it's now affecting other things. It's not just the video now. It's now affecting my personality. Started changing. I started being a bit aggressive. I started being angry, like the way I talk to people.
That cordial
Yes,
relationship
it
was
wasn't there.
fading.
Yeah, it was faking. Because the only thing that gives me joy is Cliff, well done, work, well done.
You're not hearing that anymore.
I was not hearing that anymore. So I was like, something has left me. Something has changed.
Fetch.
Yeah, something has changed. So I now confided in one of the guys, one of those artists. I was like, this is what I was going through. Now please.
No, feel free. Oh.
Yeah,
Nah,
please.
come now. No be.
Yes.
Feel free to mention names. No be
Okay.
bad.
Yeah.
Now you get the problem. No be them.
One of the artists that I confided in was Onyx.
Because you were working for him.
I was working for him.
Onyx.
Yes,
You
Onyx.
always sing. You carry me.
Yes, you carry me.
When
Yes.
some carry it.
Yes.
Now you should have video. Abi?
No, it was not me. It was one other guy.
Did you do a video for him?
Yes, I shot a lot of videos for him.
For him,
Yes, a lot. Yes. After that one, shot. Yeah. After I discovered me, I started shooting his video. From after that one,
Okay.
yes, from there I started shooting his videos. So
Until
I
this one
confided.
you Chris now.
Yes. So
I ain't stop.
yes. So I confided in him, and I was like, Ima, please, this is the issue I'm having. I don't understand myself any longer. Because me, I was not thinking it is a phase of maturity. Like, from young person, you are now going up to be adult, things that changes, it's
Perspective,
perspectives.
I beg, sorry.
You
Sorry. So why you just think say if person dey grow go begin see different color?
That's his mind at peace.
Sorry, I don't want laugh. I just believe say when I grow past that stage, I don't see that thing. I make a shock. Okay, so you just believe say things that maturity.
yeah, maturity, like things started changing.
Just life happening,
Now I'm having issues. My relationship, I used to have a fiance there. That one said at
A
that
fiance?
point, yeah, that's a fiance there. At that point, said he started giving me issues. He said I was.
So
I
the
was
drug move your old age come early.
Yes.
So for your mind, don't they see old age?
I don't
oh?
see old age. Then I started isolating myself. I started leaving the studio to go to an isolated place. So my fiance was like, "You're not giving me attention and everything." I said, "But there is money now. What do you want? Which attention? Like I'm passing through something." But it's like she was feeling something. She was feeling what I was taking was affecting me. And one day she was like, "This you are taking, actually it's not affecting you." I said, "No, but it eased me from stress."
Yeah, you were in denial.
Yes, I was there. It eased me from stress and everything. So from there, me and I started having issues. So he started, bringing like domestic violence. Started wanting to, where are you going to? Where are you going to? Can't you stay in one place? I said, no, I can't stay in one place. And I need to go out of this place. So my office was now irritating me.
This was
Yes.
before you started taking the drugs or after you started taking them?
No, before and even when I started taking the drug, I used to
Okay.
change. But after I started after I started taking the drugs, I discovered that I wasn't having that maintenance corridor. So my officer irritated me. So I started looking for an environment that will now suit my present personality.
Yeah.
So my personality at that moment was not suitable to my own office or where they make money. So I was not looking for another place altogether. So my girlfriend fought me that time. She left. She left me then when that thing was happening that time. And that was when I needed her
Most.
the most. Like I needed someone to, I just needed someone to talk to me at that point. I needed someone to sit me
help.
down. Yes, like I just needed help.
But did you actually give her the? This may not necessarily be important, but did you give her you mentioned she pointed out the fact that the drugs were probably contributing,
Yes.
but you said no. So do you think she feeling like you were not even giving her ears to like whatever she had her own opinion of whatever was going through you were going through? Maybe that could have she wasn't thinking you were cheating because you were hardly around anyway. So those could have actually been other factors that came into play.
Oh, Cliff, can I ask,
Okay.
what exactly were you taking? Or I would like to know exactly what you were taking.
Yeah, I
For
was
the
taking.
audience sake.
Yeah, I was taking ice. It was ice. Soft
Ice.
Yes.
I was taking
I saw my wrist.
Do you know that
So
one?
okay now. So
Please
to,
edit
to,
that
so,
out.
so to answer your question,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes, she was suspecting I was cheating. All right. She was
Yeah, we
suspecting.
needed a woman's mind in this
Yeah.
conversation. And
Okay.
that's what they think. Oh.
Okay. She
Even
was
when you
sus-
get contract problem,
This
they never
is-
pay
this
your
is not-
money.
this is not
Somebody
your
will just dey house,
conversation.
they think anyhow. Say he ain't cheating. No, say they go like that for one office, they beg or gabi, they pay, make them fit chop. Answer them.
Please,
That's what they
this
think.
is not your question. I didn't
They
ask
think
you.
anyhow.
I'm asking him.
Okay, well, she
Please
was,
go
she was
ahead.
suspecting I was cheating since I was no longer available in the studio. Often time I go out and I don't tell her where I was going. But remember that I had that substance controlling me. But the substance is like a generator. Like it can talk to you. Like yes,
Yeah, if you could be fighting
it,
colors, that's
yes,
it.
Yeah,
It's
the substance
definitely, yeah.
controls me. Yeah, it controls me because at some point I was not seeing spirits like
Hey.
people who don't die. I was seeing my father who don't die, my sister, my brother. In fact, I was seeing the likes of Samoloko and then Mr. Ibu that I was seeing their spirit.
Before that time, Mr. Ibu never died.
No, as of Mr. Ibu died last it's not last year. That was last year now.
No, not,
Now
I was
this
still
year, I
suffering it.
think
So
early
I
this
suffered it
year.
for like 3 years.
Yes, he was sick, but he had not
Yeah.
died. I think he died this year.
No, Mr. Ibu died this year.
that mean you don't already see and say you die. And I say
I
you talk and for not
I
believe you.
suffered addiction. I suffered addiction for like 3 years. Yes, 3 years. So I was not seeing spirits. Like people who don't die, would they see their image? I will see them like hologram, like holographic. They'll be talking to me like half a where they go. Go do that thing. That those can't talk. Like it was not like okay, wait, oh, like I'm not insane. So, but for me, no. For me, it is
You
a
were.
phase of aware. It was another phase of
You
life.
mature.
Yes, it was a phase of life because just like as like a girl child, get to puberty age, get to they start developing this thing, and the way they start feeling like menstrual period,
If you
like
say
all those
everybody
things.
for this world, they pass
They
through that
pass
thing.
through
where
that.
they-
Yes, like
normal.
yes, and normal for me, and normal.
Mindset has changed.
Yes, has changed. Like in fact, it was like I was living someone else's life. Like that was an exchange. Like my body now don't it's not no longer like I'm living someone's like there's another spirit inside of me. And that was it. So but when there is the spirit used to tell me demise. During demise period is when I used to cry. Like when the substance is absorbing, like it's finishing from my body, I'll start having demise. Demise is like I start seeing those spirits. I will start hallucinating, like seeing things, looks like okay, because yeah, it affected my creativity in a sense that because since my creativity is when I imagine something that does not exist to bring it to life now. So now what it was doing to me is anything I imagine to create, I see it. I rather see it like as if you are projecting something, so I can see the image. So meaning that I can draw anything in this life. Like if I imagine anything, I can draw it because the my eye contact now will be projecting that image exactly the way I'm seeing it on the wall. So I can now rush to bring like a pen
And
to trace
trace
it
that
out.
thing.
So you were like a projector without projector.
Yes.
Did you try it?
Is it?
Yes, I tried it.
And it worked?
Yes, I was doing this, but at that moment I was alone. I've left my office already. Like I packed out from that place.
Wow.
So I now went to a place where no one would get access to me. It was not
You
me.
enter
alone.
isolation.
So at this
Enter
point, were you
isolation.
still
And now you
working?
know the meaning of eyes.
Yes.
Isolation.
Yes.
Were you even working at that point? At this point, were you still working at?
No, at that point I didn't want nobody to talk to me. Because the truth is that I looked for help.
Okay, like this person you mentioned, you confided
Yes,
in.
like I wanted to. At that point, I wasn't seeing my friend. That guy, and I wasn't seeing him. I was just behind a room. Cliff, what's wrong with Cliff? Plus, the Cliff on the crazy like that. I was like, Chris, me like this, Chris.
You
Me where
craze?
where get this canter.
Where they draw.
Yes, they draw. Now, one day, I just wake up, just develop one talent. My car had this convertible car like that. I saw myself standing on top of the car, driving with my leg. Yes,
You do pass
just like
Superman.
that. Yes, I was driving. Yes,
How long would your leg have to be for you
I
to
was
stand on
driving.
the
I
road?
was driving my car with my legs.
Oh, wait.
So did you try it?
Wait. So that time when you dey do that thing with that was Solara now.
Solara, yes,
This thing don't start.
yes.
Because there was a time he was doing this
Stunt.
in Kuba. He go there on top of roof. He go open the car. He go there on top of roof. They do this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I stood on top of
I
that.
thought it was a normal boy we won't show off.
No. It was a drugs now. It was a substance.
Oh, you don't start this at that time?
Yes, the substance.
He actually had a Solara.
Yes,
A Toyota Solara.
Yeah.
The one with the open roof.
to the substance. So that was it, and then I started selling my things.
You had how many cars then?
5.
You had 5 cars,
Yes, I
yeah.
had 5 cars. My cameras I had like 11 cameras. 11 cameras. I had, in fact, I have more.
Because I heard
multimedia.
from your accountant that's your studio. Una be dey make nothing less than 2.5 every week.
Yes, like every month actually.
2.5.
Like every month,
Every
yes,
month.
yes, every month we're making it because we do rentals. We do a lot of rentals. We eight other photographers and videographers that don't have equipment, so
They come hire
facilitate them.
equipment from you.
Yes, facilitate them. Facilitate. We even give them the space to give them the cars, like even the cars, we rent the cars. So and I became an entrepreneur aside a director.
Yeah.
So I became an entrepreneur. So I looked for, I sat down and I analyzed the industry. I looked for what was leaking, what was the
Those
issue.
little gaps, yeah.
Yes, and now invested. So oftentimes I don't keep money in my account. Once money came in,
Buy
I just
equipment.
yes, I don't send it to the people that have what I needed. So and all. So that was it. And then when I slot myself in an uncompleted in a land in A41, this land, this government allocated land. So I went to rent the place for like 2 years. So I now saw myself
Empty land.
empty land. Because now at that
You know, buy and you rent
I
land.
just rent the land because I needed my place and I needed a bigger space because I was paying 3 million in that place then. So I needed I needed like a warehouse. I didn't want the construction like the plaza don't have plans for multimedia the way I wanted it. So when I went to the empty land to construct like a warehouse, but I now saw myself doing it myself. So those spirits were the one directing me to do it myself.
So you come to do bricklayer.
Yes, I was
Hey.
doing messy
You
work.
go buy block,
Yes, I bought
buy
block.
cement.
Yes,
Jesus
They build
Christ.
warehouse by
by
yourself.
myself. Yes,
For land where you rent.
for land. Yes,
Jesus Christ.
I don't even. Hey God, I beg.
Ah, this is
Why
so-
you come? Why you come make you believe say you fit build house? Will not be your work.
now the substance now, because the substance now has now gone beyond reducing stress.
And you were still
It has
taking
now
it.
gone. It has now become a companion because it's now addictive.
Okay, because the thing come become empowerment too.
Exactly
Yes.
now, like
Build
Exactly,
houses.
Yes.
empowerment.
inspiration
exactly.
like no other.
He became an artist
Yes.
first. Now a bricklayer.
Yes.
Not
Wow.
even.
So the substance will direct you, will tell you, do this, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. Because it has gone beyond stress. No, it has now become something else on its own. I don't know how they do that. I don't know the combination, the chemical equation they did on
With
that.
the ice.
Yes.
And it was this your friend that was still supplying you.
It was no already.
He has isolated him now.
I don't know where they
Eh,
sell.
no.
He already showed me the dealers, like the people.
So
if
he's
I
going
can come
directly
here.
to
How the
the.
thing look?
to
It's
the
whitish.
Na powder.
It's not like it's substance. It's you won't call it a powder. How like what's the best? What's the best? Is like an undissolved liquid. It's like water.
Ice cube.
Like
that is
smoke.
like cube.
Ice cube.
It's like sugar.
Yeah,
Cube-
like
sugar cube.
Like sugar. The way
Okay.
sugar is. Yes.
Okay.
Kind of transparent, if I'm guessing.
Yes.
So how does
This
it
is your
take am?
guess.
You have
These are
you
the
burn it
things
like
he's
a smoke.
guessing-
You burn like
guessing it.
shisha, just like the way you take shisha.
Oh,
Judith, are we
you,
safe?
and
You know I
it's
do
smoke
a lot
you
of
dey
shisha.
inhale.
Yes, you inhale the smoke. Yes.
I did those.
You inhale the
You
smoke.
put fire.
You put fire on it, and then
No, you
take
know why I'm
powder.
asking you these details?
Yeah.
Because as we are speaking here now, there might be one ignorant mommy and daddy somewhere
I seen Ice Cube.
where they see this thing. For your own house, your pikin dey do am for your present.
No, you
But
don't.
because in your generation, you no ever imagine to high like this. Because you don't already access say God is the most high. So you are not looking to high. So in your mind, you don't even know what your child is doing. Because parents know cigar. Parents know
Alcohol. At least.
alcohol. Parents know Igbo. Now, even this Igbo na get category. Some go tell you say they get loud. Some go tell you say they get what do they call the other one again? Now, so some parents don't even know say this you don't get breakdown of here. So you might just be seeing your child lighting a small candle or lighter, putting it under something. In your eyes, say sometimes this illiteracy thing, we no go really call them like saying a disadvantage. Because there are some people who not go school, but they are very successful. But that not mean say you know everything. So as a parent, if you see your pikin they put nose anywhere, you see this thing nose. Even inhaler, say kata the warrior, then you get pikin way without kata. Is always consistent with inhaler. That's an addiction, oh. Any small thing, that's an addiction. It's not supposed. You are not supposed to be too consistent with anything medicine.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
it's medicine, it should
Drug
not be too consistent.
drug abuse.
Yes. These things, our country, not they too take their time preach am, because even Nigeria self, it look like country where they abuse drugs. The way Nigeria they behave, no country where they take drugs will behave like this. So no government will take the pain to explain some of these things. So keep an eye. Look after your kids, especially when they go on boarding schools. They come back. Those 2-3 weeks, 1 month where they will stay house. You can't have them always leave in the morning and come back at night. You think, they dey school since Jare, may they let them do freedom. No. It might just be something where the pikin don master for school, when they go outside, go sustain until you go back school. Because it cannot happen under your roof. So this attention is needed. Because me, even as I don't old like this now, you see the way they ask how they say they do, I don't know am o. Even with my exposure, I don't know am o. I know say Bible get you into say test all powers. I know the one that is of God. If your head no strong, leave some powers. Not every power that they test, even Odumeje never use the whole finish. You get reason why. Leave some powers. But this man, when they first introduce am to am, it is he be King Kong. He go handle am, take am, use am produce. At the point the thing begin use am produce.
Yes.
Produce a mason, bricklayer from him, artist. He dey see Sam Oloko. You know what Sam Oloko there? This guy saw him. It's a normal problem that. So I beg, let's take drug abuse seriously. For a man I had 5 cars, at least I can account for 2 because I know say he get who I say I drive. Not be you buy B2 one time, cut your head.
Yes.
Use this grass, astroturf, take pattern.
Yes.
What if you want to use that kind of a music video?
Yes.
Okay, now he create that thing for.
Yes.
So he had my crazy guy. He get ideas, yeah. Perhaps what he needed was just to go on vacation. For somebody who makes that kind of money, even if now all these African countries, you buy ticket, go now, relax, come back, continue your thing. But a friend introduce him to powers.
A friend, oh.
Yes, a friend. Underline. A friend. Now introduce her to that same thing. Okay, so after you go they build warehouse by yourself, from there what happened? What happened? Now, how did your journey into recovery is also very interesting, because we have seen people go into these things and they never return. Your journey into recovery, because I had to reach out to you. I saw your video, and I like the fact that you accept your follow, because in that video all you kept saying was, "I don't well, I don't well, I don't come back, I don't well." So because I hear the gist that time, boy say, "Please don't Chris, no matter." Now I don't Chris. Anybody will know that. Anybody hear that? No more. The boy don't Chris. So that's why I say for road. They do this. They do that. So when I saw that video and you were like, "I don't well now, I don't well now," I said, okay. First stage of healing is to accept, say, you get problem.
Yeah.
So for you to feed the video, the type to say you don't well, for me, it was really touching.
It was inspiring.
Yes, I don't already program person to come talk here today now. I just call you, say, "Omo, come. We'll talk about this thing." For you to accept, say you don't well, for me, it was a big one. Thank you. So your journey into recovery, what happened? How did it happen? Where did you go?
Yeah, because while in the process, I offended a lot of people, and it was at that bricklaying, messy work that I was doing that I lost like everything. I lost myself because it was more like I've left my real calling to something else.
How do you do bricklayer?
I do bricklaying. So that is not what I was meant for. That is not me. All right. So that was a complete fall. That was like total fall. Because I left the real craft and I was doing someone's job. So my camera got lost, armed robbery, I had an attack, and then I wasn't reachable. You can't reach me on the phone. Like I wasn't.
So that withdrawal is always there. Once it gets to that stage, you go, they avoid people.
Yes,
even your destiny helpers, you won't see anybody.
Yes, I was avoiding.
That seems like the whole world is against you at that point.
Yeah, I was avoiding people. Like at some point, I was like, nobody likes me. Because the people I was looking up to at least assisted. But what I needed that time was for somebody to hold my hand. It was not money that I needed. I needed somebody to hold my hand and if I have like a resistance, then you add more force to it. You add more force
Don't
to
hold
it.
you down.
Like your
Yes, hold
girlfriend
me,
too.
like hold me, and then take me to a place where I can be okay. That is what I needed. But I know that if you hold my hand at that point softly, I might pull it back.
You
We even
push
change
back
that for the person.
normally.
Yes, I might pull it
Normal.
back. So when you hold that hand, you need to add a force to it. As add force to it, that means you need to maybe gym, like to hold me and say, get out of this place. Let's take you somewhere to get medication because this is not you. This is not all right. You're a video director. Why are you doing
What's
breaking?
going on here?
Why they build warehouse by yourself?
Yeah. So it was after I lost everything, and my family now came.
Your family showed
My
up.
family showed up.
When cameras don't go,
Everything.
motor don't go.
Everything. Like that showed up. So they came. They tell me they wanted to take me to the hospital, and I'm like, what for? What for? So from there, I look at myself. The way I was looking, if you see my images, my pictures, it was very horrible. At that point, me cliff like that it was horrible images of me when they were like why they were showing me those images. So I followed them. So I went to a rehab. So it was from
In
rehab.
Nigeria.
Yes, in
Yeah,
Nigeria.
you went to rehab.
Yes, I went to rehab.
Here in Abuja.
So
Yes,
we have
in Abuja,
liable
sir.
ones here.
Yes,
have-
good. Yes,
we have
yes,
rehabs
Okay,
in
that's
Nigeria.
nice.
yes.
That's news, but that's nice.
So that is where I was. It was fine. It was fine. Me flush my system, and then I became empty. Like
Everything.
yes, for months. So like, what happened to me? Like
Both your normal power, your abnormal power left you.
yes,
Egbe.
yes.
Ogene.
So I stopped seeing those spirits again. Started seeing those things, and then I became normal. But I looked back and I didn't see anything.
No shop.
Yes, I didn't see anything.
No studio.
Yes.
No equipment.
Yes.
No cars.
Yes.
No girlfriend.
No girlfriend, nothing.
Fiance
So,
actually.
yes. Yeah, because we were about getting married, so we wanted to get married to her and she left. So then I was healed, but I was traumatized.
Obviously.
Oh, yes.
I had trauma,
yes.
serious trauma. Like, in fact, there was a day I wanted to go and say, "Okay, let me go and kill myself." I said, "Kai," and I said something. I said, "Wait, what do you want to end your life like for what? Because you're traumatized?" I said, "But the things that you had, how did you make it? How did you make those things? How did you make those? How did you make those things? She be the talent. She be the inside your
Yeah,
body.
exactly. And
She
experience
be, yes,
even.
she be you sabi record. See, you sabi direct. Now, anybody will bring work now, you
Yeah.
create heaven for him. So don't you think this is a phase of life for you? So why would you want to do this? So I was not advising myself.
Only you again.
Only me again. I was like, no, don't
Kill
make your
yourself.
mom cry. At least don't
Yeah.
put the family into. At least since they have assisted you to this level, don't make them cry. As in, don't make them miss you. At least for a short while. I don't say yes. So that was how the suicide stuff. So
Thoughts.
like serious suicide. Like I wanted to commit suicide. Because that was nothing. There's not. I'm not holding on anything. Nothing. No, nothing at all. Nothing like from grace to grass, and all. So I encourage myself. I know that the talent is still inbuilt, and I'm still pretty young. I can still make it up. I can still make out
Figure
something
things
out of
out.
my life. Yes, I can still make out something out of my life. And then my friend and I heard
So
that.
that guy will introduce you.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that guy. Where in day?
Say I called him when I came back to see him, and then he said we are going to see. So he's avoiding me. So the next night I heard that this is a pastor in one state. He left Abuja. He has to leave Abuja because I learned that he passed through the same thing. That was going through the same. That was the day he ran out from the house to one uncompleted building like that. They then chased him. So I wanted to see him and know how he was doing too.
Yeah.
And then, but unfortunately, they say he's not a pastor.
He's a pastor now.
He's a pastor now.
The person will introduce you to drugs.
Yes, he's a pastor now.
Oh,
Wait,
glory.
sorry.
Yes.
Before he became a pastor, were you okay then?
No, it's not okay.
I'm trying to find out if maybe after becoming a pastor, did he even bother coming to check on you to?
Yes, he came to the site where
Where they build that warehouse.
I was building the warehouse,
That place now.
and then he was crying. He couldn't enter inside. He just at the roadside. When he saw me coming outside, neighbor was crying. He was just crying. I said, "Why are you crying?" He just he couldn't say anything.
Guilt.
Yes, he was just crying.
Because himself, if you don't, if be like say you don't already pass through your own.
Yeah.
When you do your own on top of your own, they build estate.
And then at that point that he was crying, he was supposed to talk to me.
Exactly.
Because me, I confided in him. You know, as a
that
partner.
time talk from where now?
Yeah. So he was supposed to like talk to me, but he was just crying. He couldn't say anything. I said, David, talk to me. What's going on? What's up? I'm here. So like, talk to me. No, he drove up.
You would have been in the best position
He
to
had been the
exactly
best
help
one
you.
yes, to hold me that time. That things were still there. I still had things. I was still talking. I said, Cliff, this is not you. Okay, you had an addiction. That stuff is addicted. Because me, I don't know. I don't know what is addiction. As long as I'm concerned, as long as the substance is concerned, I don't know what addiction is. Mine is like I'm eating food, just like I'm hungry. I feel a test to
chop
take
am.
it, to chop
It
am.
give you what you need.
Yes.
Because they make you walk.
Yeah, but it make me work. So I take it. So that is so I didn't see it as an addiction. So, but he would have been the one to mention the word to me and say, because I'm being triggered by those words, like you are addicted, and this is making you to have a mental disorder.
Oh, I've even been through this, so
Yes,
that's what
like
you're
you will
going
not be
through
talking
as
to me
well.
like, okay, this is see how you keep this thing. It's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. See how you keep this thing. It's supposed to be like this. So you will not be schooling me now. I will not be like, okay. You see reasons for him,
Brother,
but
you wait on the build house by yourself. Which school person wants school you? They meet you, they build house. You say me they school you. Who knows whether you go here? Because right now,
Yeah.
you are talking to us now because you've been detoxified.
yeah, yes,
They wash your
yes,
system.
yes.
They
True.
kept you somewhere
Yeah.
where they restrain you. You know, in
Yes,
life, you get to a point where they need to stop you from you.
yes,
That's what they did. They stopped you from yourself. So that guy, first, no be therapist. That guy no get here to keep you. In that guy's mind, seeing you, the sense of guilt don't hit am. Say, omo, na me carry this guy from place of glory to where in the mud block. You know, so it was only normal for him to be emotional.
Yeah.
Who knows? Your people will come find you. You know who go tell them. You never can tell. Maybe now the same guy go look for your people. Say, omo, na no vex o. He may not even confess to they say that be
He
introduced you.
just probably thought that Cliff cannot come back from that.
He was not in a position to really help.
That he met you.
Actually,
You
he
know.
was in a position to help. Not that I'm not saying that whatever he would have done would have really helped, but I feel there's something, like you said, except maybe he was one that went to your parent too, but there should have been an attempt. Let it be that you made an attempt.
The
It
day
did
I
not
saw
work.
him, the day I saw him, sorry for cutting it short,
Yeah, sure.
he was looking very clean and fresh. So I looked at myself, I wasn't looking like him. Friends are like, friends. So I wasn't looking like him. So I was looking fresh. So he was looking like somebody who is healthy, who is already healthy. And all.
That guilt,
Yes,
He might-
yes.
that
he
guilt
might-
should have helped him.
People act differently on these drugs.
No, they said he went wild, man. He went
But I'm
wild.
sure not to
Yes.
the point of being a bricklayer.
Just out of curiosity, how far did you go with the house?
I built I built it too. Like I built like a one bedroom there myself. Like as a result of the substance control.
So only you build one
Only
bedroom.
me I built down. I built it, arranged the blocks myself and all. Then but my family came one day. They were like, why are you laying block on the surface of the earth, of the sand? Why not digging?
No foundation.
No foundation.
It's not a bricklayer.
the,
I just
the inspiration did not go far.
So I was not telling them that I said God don't already deck the ground now. So what's up?
So,
God don't do foundation
You
for
don't
you.
deck them already.
God is your foundation.
Yeah, so God don't take up. So
Power.
so they were like, no, Kai, it's gone. They were start seeing them murmuring like on themselves, like they meet together to talk.
But I
like,
just thank God in all
Yes.
of this your drug wahala, there was never a time where you reach that aggression where they stab people, they beat people for road, because some go don't reach where they will stick. Anybody wey they just see like this, they go wipe out. So because if you had done that, who knows, somebody for reply you one day,
yeah.
bust your head. No mind that guy saying only in the grace. That's how you go bleed.
it was like I was a bit aggressive in my office, like the way I talk to people, like people don't talk to me like that and stuff. But when I came to that site, I was very calm, like very calm. I don't like seeing anything.
Because the
seen.
thing don't carry you
I
go
was-
here fit you.
Yeah.
I was calm. I was this like I don't like anything seen. Like say a person do bad thing or you want fight all those morality and stuff. It wasn't in my dictionary at all. It wasn't there. Just me. In fact, at that point, I didn't even like seeing women. Yes, I didn't like yes,
The
don't like seeing
heartbreak,
women.
the heartbreak did
Yes.
not leave.
The
Don't
last
like
time I
seeing
saw you in Kubwa,
yes.
you had a celebration. Like, there was something that brought me to your studio. What was that?
Was it my birthday? I think it was my birthday.
Because I'm just trying to remember that during that period you were quite aggressive. Like, as it started from there, I mean,
No,
that's your normal
it
age.
depends on the year because this one started from 2021. So I don't know, but since then, I've not celebrated my birthday like me that used to. I used to have guests from outside the country come for my birthday, so I see myself not celebrating it at all.
You to have guests.
Yes, I have.
Oh,
I
from
yes, my yes,
outside.
Girls from outside country.
yes, like yes,
Guests.
I had yes.
Guests. Guests.
No, the people I've worked for.
Brother
No, they have-
Bernard.
Yes, I
Guests.
have guests.
Eh.
Guests.
He said guest.
You know, say if you get
I
this,
think it was your birthday.
if you get this flavor, if they, no, they see here, if they do flavor for videography.
How long did recovery take?
It took like close to 3 months.
But the process of the time when you were addicted was for how long? 3 years, you
years.
said, and it took 3 months. Now that 3 months, is it based on the person? Like in your case, it took 3 months. For another person, it could take longer. Is it like a
take
certain period of time that normally, like a standard period of time that it takes for everyone to recover?
No, I think some like in fact like the rehab, I left some there are some more addicts there that too because it was not only me.
No, no, man. Who know where they no go leave a hand now? Unless
So-
when our money finish, the rehab decide to say me they can't carry you because I know they pay. You know, you pay monthly for the person to stay. So now when the money finish and you are not forthcoming, because not be government. So you have to leave the place. Maybe you have to go change you somewhere. They'll go change you somewhere until you are fine. So now when you don't work, Cliff, how do you intend? Because when you dey gist me, you say you feel say God use you do what you use Job do.
Yeah.
Where Job lost everything, he lost everything and all of that. So at least we know say Job recovered. You know, so what now where everything no day, office no day, cameras no day, based on former guy will be get boys. How do you intend to kickstart your creative ingenuity again? What will be the plan?
Okay. Well, I know the only thing now is trust.
Trust from clients.
From clients.
We know you before.
Who know me before. Yes, because the truth is that he knows we used to know him, and then now something happened that he's fine. He's fine now, and he has come out public to
So
speak.
this is your camera. You can also speak to your clients directly.
Oh, okay.
Make an appeal. You know, let them know first. You know, you don't already accept, which for me is the best form of apology. Accepting your mistake is the best form of apology. So speak to your camera directly. Tell your clients that you're back. Tell them what you've got in store. If you are planning to go back to an office, if it is that they can hire you, you go hire equipment to deliver. Because I know now, where you laptop where you take the edit, all these things don't do. So speak to your clients. Like we said, trust. Who knows? Somebody if you just reach out to you and say, call my office, the person can set you up again and maybe you will start by being an employee again, you know, before you turn back to an employer because the last time you're an employer.
Yeah.
When they employ people, you get secretary, you get accountant. But who knows? Somebody if you own a studio now where equipment is full like this, they find who won't use them.
Exactly.
You know, so somebody can call you and say, yeah, this is not the case, come and work for me. From there you can find yourself back. Speak to your camera.
Well, the truth is that I'm ready to start from scratch. I don't want to commit suicide. So it's rather because it's directing is what I love doing any day, anytime. When I see myself on bed, when I dream production and all in my head. So I'm ready to start from scratch. And then I also want to say I'm very, very sorry for what has happened. You know, it's I in fact I I want to just say they should find a place in their heart to forgive me. People that have not actually delivered their jobs while I was passing through this phase of life. And then right now I'm here, letting them know that everything is okay with me right now, even though I've lost everything. But I know that I've not lost myself. that I found myself back, and God has given me a second chance. And I want them to also key into it, to know that it could happen to anybody. All right, it could happen to anybody. At some point, it was like a spiritual attack, because I started seeing people who are already dead, spirits and all, started seeing things differently. Because now, what the person they chop, now they use the hola again, just like Abacha. He like loves apple, and they give him apple, and yeah, that's how he died. But in my own case, sorry, please. So, but in my own case, God spared my life, and I know there is a reason for it.
Yeah.
There is a reason for it, and that reason I don't want it to be, I don't want it defeated, and I don't want to give the devil another chance in my life any longer. I need you guys. I really need you guys. Like I need you guys. I want us to work again, just like the way we were working before. Yes, things might not be the way it used to be, but things might change. Things has changed to better. Yes, because I'm looking forward to to shoot any music video. In fact, I'm looking forward to do some crazy stuff on it, just like the way I used to do, but in a better form. Because I know there are a lot of things that God has also shown me, in private, that I want to also bring out in physical. Because the truth is that all said and done, Cliff is gone. Because I know if I died, that would have been how I've been forgotten. But now I'm still alive. That means God still have an attachment between us. We still have an attachment together in the industry. Thank you so much.
All right, so there you go. You have it from the man's mouth to your ears. Again, to our young ones, we want to beg you, stay away from illicit drugs. As helpful as a paracetamol, it gets side effect when it's abused. Now, talk more of illicit drugs. So I beg you, stay away from illicit drugs. We see one of Nigeria's finest male vocalists come out just a few months ago to talk about the same ice, Solid Star. When Solid Star talked about his own, people thought because he was an artist, he dramatized his experience. When he where Uber they charge almost 25,000, that guy trekker. Where if Uber carry you, he go charge you that amount of money, minimum wage. He use leg trekker, artist. People thought maybe they exaggerate, Here is another person. And they always take you from what you be to what you not like to be.
Yes, sir.
Because from what I noticed, that thing they cost somehow. Yeah, it's not so cheap. Because this man will take her now, Solid Star, not be small people. And most time, who they introduce you to this thing, you dey always better pass am o. But by the time you start, the person go better pass you. So there is always a negative side, like it's a constant factor to use of illicit drugs. Please stay clear, stay away from illicit drugs or excessive use of drugs or substances. This is where I want to say a big thank you on behalf of myself, Lizzie, Judith, and of course, our born again. Yes, Cliff Direct.
Thank you.
If you are in Abuja, say now one of our best be this. This one obviously we talk and back and forth. Now one of our best for Abuja be this. So I beg, forgive and forget. Maybe now your work you hold for hand when the attack come. I know how it be. Imagine person movie where don't tell person but if my movie come out. Cliff not do now. Cliff not do now. Camera don't go now. Hard drive don't go now. I know the pain. You don't sweat. Say nothing will ever make you. If you see Cliff for road, you go pass another road. That's if you know use motor jama. All these kind of things. But you see, now, here he is telling you sorry. You don't know what they do. You know what they do. You don't know. He's telling you sorry. So please, if you have another space to accommodate them, accommodate them. You hear what he mentioned? I know one commit suicide. Don't be the rest. Don't be the reason for him to change that statement or do otherwise. Let's see what we can do together to get Cliff back on his open roof car. But this time I know go drive her with leg. You go drive her with hand.
Amen.
Exactly. So thank you guys. I'll see you when we see you on our next episode.
Episode.
Bye bye.